Hi, thanks for watching. I've got a Omega Seamaster Professional reference number 2221.80 here on my wrist. This is a 41mm case size version. As you can tell, it is very similar to the original Bond Seamaster, except this is the last version prior to the changeover to ceramic bezel insert. So you can see it has the red Seamaster text under the Omega logo and these beautiful applied indices, as well as the longer hour and minute hands. It's a beautiful watch, but I'm not doing a video really about this model of watch, but more regarding bezel inserts. If you have noticed, this watch actually has an aftermarket bezel insert. I got the watch knowing that, and wanted to just point out some observations about it and some possibly helpful information for anyone looking to buy a Seamaster. There are a lot of pre-owned, used Omega Seamasters of this era which have aftermarket bezel inserts. If you peruse listings anywhere, you'll see them. Honest sellers obviously disclose that information. Some people don't, whether that's on purpose or they don't even know they have an aftermarket bezel insert. Both things are possible, but it's good to be aware of what's out there. So the key tell with these bezel inserts is the 12 o'clock loom pip. It is almost never, in fact, I have never seen one correctly done on an aftermarket. They're usually raised higher than the height of the bezel insert, and it's obviously very noticeable if you run your finger over it. It's almost like a pronounced, bead, but it's also very visible. It's not a slight difference. It's a pretty large difference as compared to the original. Other things to look for are sometimes the text on the bezel insert is not that well done. On this one, it's not too bad, but if you really scrutinize it, you can see some differences. There is an imperfection at the 12 o'clock silver triangle surrounding the loom pip on the side going towards the to 1 o'clock. There's a little bit of the silver coloration has bled into the blue. That's you'd never see that on a genuine. At least I've never seen anything like that. That sort of sloppiness. Something that's not that apparent here also is that the material seems to be thicker than the genuine. If you run your fingers over this bezel, you feel the sharp edge of the insert, and you never feel that on a genuine bezel insert. So, it doesn't look too bad from a distance, or even if you get a little bit up close, it's not bad looking by any means, but it's definitely, especially the part about when I'm saying you feel the sharp edge of the bezel, it just doesn't give you that feeling of a quality product. Now, I don't know if there are any better ones out there, but that's been my experience so far with this one. And despite me saying so, there are some pluses or positive aspects of these inserts, which I also wanted to share. Number one being, having this on my watch makes me a lot less concerned about dings, scratches. Anybody who's had one of these Seamasters with the aluminum bezel inserts knows that they can really show a lot of wear over time. And knowing how cheap these are, that sort of gives me a little bit of a feeling of peace of mind if it's going to be a watch that I wear a lot. This one will be. This is far from a pristine example. It's well worn, so I'll be using it. And that's related to the other pro, and that is that the fact that these exist on the market gives you a lot of options. Very easy to replace. As you may know, Omega parts have now. It's been quite a while since they've been supplied to part dealers, and whatever parts are floating around out there in the free market are quickly disappearing. And if you've ever tried to look for a genuine Seamaster bezel, you'll quickly see that you'll be paying pretty high dollars for well-worn items, and if you are able to find anything new, it will be extremely expensive, meaning you have to go through Omega servicing to have these parts replaced. So I do appreciate the fact that they're out there. Don't go getting one of these thinking it's going to be the same as the genuine, but it works. It's not ugly. It's just not at the same level of quality. So hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.